you think about Facebook, like, oh, it's a bunch of people like, boomers that don't, they're just wishing each other a happy birthday. That could not be further from the truth.
We are back with another bathroom break. I'm here with the new and improved Jay Schwedelson because he just touched grass this week, a couple days ago, and I'm really happy for him because he was out in like literally the wilderness. So do you want to talk a little bit about that and how you like have a new perspective on life now?
Yeah, right. I was in Montana. So every year, me and my 6 buddies from college, we know each other since we were 18 years old. We go on a guys trip together every year. We go somewhere different. So this year we went to Montana. We were in Bozeman. We were in Big Sky. And yeah, I'm not usually one to interact with moose and bear and cows and other farm animals, except for people I hung out with in college. That's such a bad thing to say, but it's true. But yeah, it was great. And not a lot of people out there. But the people I did see were really nice. Have you ever been to Montana?
No, I haven't. Ari got invited to something in Montana, but we can't go because there's a conflict. But one of our friends lives in Bozeman, and he says it's like the best thing ever. Like,
there's actually a lot of young people because of Montana State is right there. But I will tell you, if you can go, you should go. It's not easy to get to at all. And what else can I tell you about Bozeman?
What was your favorite activity you did?
Oh, we did river rafting, which was great. That was awesome. And played some golf, which I'm terrible at. But when you're at a high altitude, the ball goes further. And and I just stuck out like a sore thumb, which was amazing. Wow. So there you go.
So you really trust guys. You went all the way to Montana to play golf. That sounds
all right.
Great.
Screw off. All right. Today, we're going to be talking about Facebook, the forgotten platform that I don't care if you're a business marketer, a consumer marketer, a nonprofit marketer, you're tuning out. You're like, Facebook? Nah, I don't care about Facebook. It is, I don't know if it's had a resurgence or what's going on, but we're going to get into what's working on Facebook, and everybody needs to just focus back in on the original mothership because this thing is crushing it. Daniel, are you seeing Facebook crushing it?
Yeah, so like everybody talks about Instagram, but I actually see more impressions and people call it underpriced attention. Like there's attention on Facebook when you have little followers on like a fan page or your company page, if you post on those pages, because it's getting recirculated into the feed. Facebook is doing something to boost get more content on the feed because I think they've had so many ads for such a long time that they want to be showing. And also, you can also, if you don't want to really fully post there yet, you could also, if you post a reel on Instagram, and you can post it and share it over to Facebook. And I do that all the time. When I post a reel, I share it over. So I don't think that's one thing. And I know there's another thing that I really am big on is Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups are like a hidden community play. I think it was great for a little bit, but I'm in so many Facebook groups right now, like as a parent, where there's community groups, there's like Boca Dad groups, there's like these groups, these Miami groups, there's this group. So there's so many groups that you could be a part of, and like you can create so many things for your audience too. Like you can create like a marketer group, or because there's so many people that log onto Facebook daily, and especially if you're a marketer, you're logging on Facebook daily, even if because you're running meta ads and stuff like that. So those are two things I think people really are sleeping on.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple plays in terms of Facebook that we're seeing work incredibly well. Let's talk about groups, though, a little bit more. So the reason everybody out there, I don't care if you're a boring B2B brand or whatever brand you are, you need to be creating a Facebook group. And the reason is this. Facebook is very focused on it. Just in the last few months, they launched a new app. Meta launched a new app called Forums. Forums is actually Facebook groups in a standalone app. right? If you download Forms, you get access to all the groups, has some extra features. But it is when, Daniel's talked about this before, when a platform does something like that, that means that that's where they're pouring their energy. And so, first of all, download the Forms app. It's very cool. But let's say you are a boring B2B brand. Okay, let's say your thing, you sell HR software. You start a Facebook group for, not with your brand name necessarily, but, HR tactics that you need to know powered by X, Y, and Z company. Or if you're a consumer brand, it could be health tips you need to know powered by whatever. And it's about the topic and not just your brand. I did this for my book launch and it was phenomenal. So if you haven't launched a Facebook group, you should do that. It is the only community play that actually works. You can't launch a Slack community. It doesn't work. You can't launch these other communities. Everyone forgets about them. But Facebook group communities work and they still crush it.
There's a company called Dad Gang that they sell hats for dads, but they have a Facebook group and they do all like product testing and also like exclusive launches on there. And they have like thousands of people in that group, like thousands of dads where they're coming up with new ideas for hats, also dads talking, also, so like, and they do, and the crazy part is what they do too, which is people don't think about that, is a lot of people like run ads to like their website and stuff, but they run ads to get net new followers and net new people in their groups. Because they know that's like a hidden VIP group where if they launch a hat or they launch something, it will sell out way quicker because these are raving fans that care about the product. So they run actually like low spend ads to get more followers and get people in their Facebook groups too. Also, Instagram has a group type thing. I'm blanking on the name, but they have a group setting where people do exclusive launches in there too. So you're sleeping on it if you're not creating this and trying to build a following on these two platforms.
Yeah, the other thing I'll say about Facebook is that, so for all of our clients' webinars and for the virtual events that we run, and these are business-to-business things, we run paid social everywhere, trying to get people to register and do all this stuff. I mean, Reddit, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, connected TV, you name it. And the lowest cost per registration across any platform for even niche B2B categories by far is Facebook. And then the craziest thing, the highest show up rate, because we look at it back to the original source, the highest show up rate for any of the people that register from any platform is always Facebook. You think about Facebook, oh, it's a bunch of people like, boomers that don't, they're just wishing each other happy birthday. That could not be further from the truth. And if you're not using this for your boring B2B brand, your consumer brand, your nonprofit brand, you are sleeping on the most cost-effective channel on the planet.
And we've talked about this in a previous episode, but what you could do is like get your list from wherever you are, wherever your database and stuff like that, and you can upload a list of emails to Facebook, and they'll give you a match rate of who are, and you could run ads to the matched list. So, like you could target people who are in B2B, even though they're not like you could do, because job titles aren't right on Facebook. That's the advantage of LinkedIn, but you could do targeted lists and upload them into Facebook. So and you also could target groups too, which people don't get. Like you could target marketer groups and stuff like that, people who follow marketer groups. So there's a lot of the advantages of being on Facebook organically and paid.
All right, I want to go back to my trip here. I have a question for you. I want to know if you think this is super weird, because I do. So when we were all flying home, and me and my buddies, two of my buddies lived in Florida, so we were connecting through Chicago. So they were on the plane with me. And then one of my other buddies who was on the plane, a third guy, he actually lived in Chicago. So we were on the same flight flying through Chicago. So we get to Chicago on the way home. We land, all right? And then me and my two buddies who were still flying to Florida, like, we have to go find our connection. But the guy that lives in Chicago said, well, why don't we all go get something to eat? And we're like, but you live here. Why don't you go home? He goes, well, sometimes when I land, I eat in the airport before I go home. And I said, that's not normal. You go home when you're in the city that you live in. You go home and you eat at home. Have you ever landed in the city where you live and then you stayed in the airport and like you eat dinner? Is that not the weirdest thing you've ever heard?
That's psycho. I mean, the furthest I would go is like by a water. Like that's the furthest I would go on the way out. But I've never once, or I'll like clock restaurants and be like, when I connect here another time, I'll go to these restaurants. But no, I've never landed and being, oh, I'm going to go to eat at, and it's more expensive. Like, what are you doing eating at that?
We got pizza, and I was like, bro, I go, if I could survey every single person in Chicago O'Hare Airport, you're the only person who just landed and lives here and is eating now. I go, you're a weird dude.
You have a weird friend. I have to.
I can't wait to clip this and send it to him.
Well, this was a great episode again. I bet there's a group for people who land and love.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. We can start a group on Facebook.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. Leave Daniel a comment or something. He's the best. All right, see you at the next one.